Hi, it's Caitlin, and get ready for some very exciting holiday stuff from Clionadh. I've got a lot to show you today, and I do have spoilers, so I'm gonna start the video with the Stocking Stuffer Trio, which isn't spoiling anything, and then we will transition into their Countdown box of lacquers. I'm going to include the release date details on the screen and down in the description. And as always, please consider using my affiliate code. This will give you 6% off your purchase, and you can use it again and again and again. So thank you so much to all of you who do use it. It's honestly so supportive and appreciated. So if you're buying anything this holiday season from Clionadh, you can use my code, save 6%, and help support my channel. So the Stocking Stuffer Trio is very exciting. It is a trio of Psilo-Sibin siblings. We're gonna call them Psilo-Siblings. It's a super popular magnetic shade from Clionadh from a couple years ago, and these do not disappoint. They are freaking incredible. So let's start with those, and then if you do want spoilers for the Countdown box of lacquers, there are 12 lacquers, and I'll talk about those when we get there. How's that? Let's get into it. I'm gonna give a quick little history lesson on Psilo-Sibin and these Psilo-Sibs. So Psilo-Sibin is a really popular magnetic that Clionadh created. It came back in August, and since then they've sold over 13 batches worth, which is just a ridiculous amount of polish in such a short time. So they've created siblings, and these are stunning. They are variations in color, but all three are ultra shifty magnetics. So right now you're looking at Nor Silicon, and it's a sibling to Cybosilin, and unmagnetized it appears magenta with flecks of blue. It features a hot red to orange to yellow to lime shifting multichrome magnetic pigment. It reveals a cobalt ultraviolet shimmer when magnetized. I was really impressed by the formula on this polish in all three, as you will see quickly. And I am showing these magnetized with a cat eye magnet, and as a bonus, I'm going to show them with the horseshoe velvet look on my thumb later on, so you can just get a taste of how these are going to look regardless of how you choose to wear them. The shifts are really unreal in this polish. You can also see how quickly the nail polish reacts to the magnet being applied. It's very reactive, and if you're unfamiliar with how magnetic polishes work, you are going to want to hold the magnet over top as long as possible. In a perfect world, you'd be holding it over your nail until the polish dried after each coat to keep that line really tight. And always apply the magnet after you apply top coat, because the top coat sort of mobilizes the polish again, which means the pigment can drift, and as you can see, applying that magnet makes the line tight again. Now, thankfully the sun was out, so you're going to see Nor Silicon in all of its glory. This is so fiery. I absolutely love the shifts in here. I don't know what they did, but there's honestly magic in this polish, because now it looks like a different color at an extreme angle. Truly magnetic and magnificent. I'm so impressed. And as promised, here you're going to see it with the horseshoe velvet style on my thumb. Just gives a different look, but still incredibly shifty and shimmery, very hypnotizing. Sibling number 2 is Biosystin, which is a sort of grungy earth-toned version of the original Psilo-Sibin. This one, when it's unmagnetized, appears brown with olive flecks, and you can sort of get a taste of how it'll look unmagnetized here as I'm painting before I apply the magnet. And when you apply the magnet, you're going to get to see this pearly, pinky, orange, yellow shifting multichrome magnetic pigment, and that will reveal a warm green teal shifting shimmer. I have no idea what goes into making nail polish, but these are just tremendously complex, and all of those different elements create a really stunning end product. The formulas here are fantastic. You'll note that I did apply my first coat very thin, but on the second coat I got great coverage. When it comes to magnetics, you don't want to apply super thick coats because that will take each coat longer to dry, which means there's a greater chance of your polish sort of migrating as it dries and the magnetic effect dissipating. So if you do like that very visible line as you're seeing here, work in not too thin of coats, but just work in regular coats. Don't go thick. Hold the magnet over your nail for as long as you can before you get bored or tired. And as I mentioned before, magnetize after each coat as well as after top coat. So I did feel like I needed a third coat on my middle finger, so I went in with a third, and you're gonna just notice how incredibly sparkly this nail polish is. I can't pick a favorite because I love every single one of these magnetics, and I'm so impressed with the shifts that are going on in here. I'm not surprised that the polish that launched it all has sold so well as it has, because it is truly incredible, and I'm so happy that Clionadh put out 3 more polishes for us to enjoy. Now I don't think there's any hollow in here, but it's so sparkly with that shimmer, it actually looks like there is. And rounding out the trio of siblings, we have Psilocin. This one is described as the cool-toned version of Psilo-Sibin, and when it's unmagnetized, it appears pearly pink with turquoise flecks, as you can see right here before I apply the magnet. And it also features a pink, salmon, yellow, lime shifting multichrome magnetic pigment that reveals a teal cobalt shifting shimmer below. This particular color combination is giving like the inside of a Taco Bell from the early 90s. and I absolutely love that. This is so fun and bright and colorful. And once again, fantastic formulation from Clionadh Cosmetics as always. This one is a solid 2-coater, I would say, and the shifts again are unreal, so pretty, so much fun to wear. And again, I can't really decide if I prefer these with the cat eye or what you're seeing and have been seeing on my thumb, because that is also just super trippy and fun. But at the end of the day, the cat eye effect is really cool, and it gives it that galaxy look, which I always kind of crave and love with nail polish. All of the polishes dry pretty glossy, but of course I will still recommend top coat, because you can see here between the two nails, the one with top coat definitely has a way more luminous look to it. And of course, who doesn't want their manicure to last as long as possible? Alrighty, I am going to be unboxing, and I'm super excited because this is absolutely adorable. Let me get a better shot. All the boxes are going to come custom printed, and an adorable little note with your name. This is so cute. And of course, beautifully packaged. So let's get into it. As you can see, everything is labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can count, and I am super excited to unbox everything, so let's do it. This is day 1, black light. Gorgeous, deep, midnight sky blue with tons of shimmer. This is a gorgeous little cream, forever and evergreen. Really, really pretty, sort of dusty evergreen shade. I see hollow for day 3. This looks like a gorgeous topper on hollow day. Super rainbowy. Cannot wait to try that, especially over Forever and Evergreen. Day 4 is Tea Light, which is adorable and beautiful with that gorgeous golden shimmer in a really pretty mauvey blush pink base. Day 5 is another beautiful shimmer, Frigid. Love that. And I actually just noticed that there's little snowflakes on all the stickers with the Clionadh logo. This is just so beautifully branded with their colors and the tissue paper and the boxes. It's so well done. Ooh, this is very fiery for day 6, Velvet Jumpsuit. Wow, day 7, Tangled Tinsel is so pretty, and it is a magnetic, so beautiful. Day 8, this is another beautiful cream, very wintry, Snow Days. Oh, this is my jam right here, Whimsy. So pretty, look at those flakes, oh my goodness. And I didn't show it before, but everything obviously comes in a box. What day are we on? This is day 10. Sunlit Fractal is stunning. Oh my goodness, look at the shimmer. We're almost at the end, I'm sad. Here's day 11. Ooh, this is super pretty. I see Jelly Base, Berry and Bright. So pretty. This is my jam, Berry Jam. And last but not least, day 12. Day 12 is Forge Light. I can't wait to get into the swatches, so let's do it. We'll begin with day 1 and go in order of the unboxing we just did. So Blacklight is described as a black base with a cobalt ultraviolet shimmer. This one does start out sheer, but it builds up quite beautifully and impressively. The shimmer is also really outstanding despite the base being black. This is the kind of color I could just wear any day and every day. It's super easy to wear, no staining, amazing formula, and super high impact shimmer. I did admittedly paint in very thin coats with this one, so you might get away with 2, but it's definitely gonna look perfect in 3. You can see on my index finger, I just kind of went really thin. It didn't fully cover, but clearly on that 3rd coat, excellent coverage. And this is kind of looking like an incredible blue sapphire. I've immersed myself in the world of gemstones and fine jewelry recently, and now everything in my mind I'm comparing to some sort of gemstone. So this one is really beautiful. Of course, top coat just enhances that shimmer, and super sparkly shimmer, very, very glowy, as you can see here, and a very elegant choice for the holiday season. Day 2, we have Forever and Evergreen. This one is a cool toned forest green cream. I am swatching over a base coat. For this particular polish, creams always perform better over a base coat. And I love this shade of green. I also love the Clionadh cream formula. To me, it's a bit of a hybrid between a cream and a jelly. There's not a lot of white in their polishes, so it really just gives this gorgeous, glossy, not chalky at all look. Very, very impactful and beautiful on the nail. Depending on your polishing style, you might be okay with 2 coats, but I am going to show it in 3 because I know a lot of you do appreciate 3 coats, even though my nails are so tiny and I really don't need 3. This does dry down on the sort of rubbery almost side, so definitely use a top coat to enhance the shine. And this color is reminding me of, I think it was a Revlon that I had. I'm pretty sure it was 2010 because I remember wearing it on a Christmas family vacation, and I used to bite my nails and they were like bloody nubbins, but I had this nail polish similar to this color on, and I'm glad I gave up nail biting for sure. And this color is an even beautiful version of what I had before. Absolutely stunning. I honestly can't wait to wear this because I love, 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 love how this looks on my nails. I was really excited for this day 3 polish when I unboxed it. It's called On Holiday, and it's a linear holographic topper. Now you might say, oh, another linear holographic topper, but no. This one is ridiculously holographic, and I'm super impressed with the rainbow payoff. So I'm going to show it over the 2 previous polishes that I've swatched so far, and you can see it looks incredible. It doesn't gray out the base very much, and I personally love it here on its own. It's just really, really, really pretty, and this is the kind of thing I would just leave on my bare nail, especially when they're really short, don't have a lot of free edge. Oh, it's super holographic, and again, the sun did come out when I was swatching, so you're going to see these in their full glory. I mentioned this in my videos, but if you're new, the holographic pigment does intensify as it dries down. So this is here when they've dried down, and you can immediately see how rainbowy and magical they look. I'm also kind of partial to On Holiday over Blacklight on my middle finger. It just looks really, really good. It almost looks like one polish that was meant to look that way. And now get ready for a ton of rainbows. Moving along, we have Tea Light, and this is a mauve crelly base with a golden lime shimmer. What a sweet color. Immediately on my nails, A, it really, really flatters my skin tone, and B, it's just so sweet and precious between the gorgeous base color and the golden shimmer. Whether you call it mauve or mauve, we're not going to argue about pronunciation, but there's no arguing that this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Again, I probably would wear this in 2, but if you want to build it up in 3, you're definitely going to get full opacity. It dries down relatively shiny, but top coat is definitely going to enhance the shimmer. Next, we're going to take a look at Frigid, which is a cornflower blue cream with a subtle cobalt shimmer. And this is kind of giving a, what were they called? The brain shimmers? No, that's not right. Clionadh did a collection of shimmers inspired by parts of the brain, and I'm kind of drawing a blank on what that collection was called, but it came out recently, and this is sort of a, I don't know, it's reminiscent of it. I think it's the cobalt shimmer, and this is super, super pretty. Again, it's this sort of blue, it's very wintry, it's bright. The shimmer adds an incredible glow. It's not like a color shifting shimmer, but it's super glowy. It makes it look like the polish is glowing from within because it complements the base color. Definitely opaque in 3 coats. It could be opaque in 2 for you, but this one does dry down a little bit dull, and you definitely want to gloss it up. That's going to let that shimmer really, really shine, and it's super, super pretty. I don't know what else to say, but I really like this one. And now for something kind of completely different, we have Velvet Jumpsuit, which is a metallic red with scattered gold holographic glitter. This is like the ultimate Santa suit red. It's also making me think of Mean Girls when they perform at the talent show and they're all wearing the little velvet Santa outfits. So I will build this one up. This is definitely more of a 3-coater, but the red, oh my goodness, you don't get the full impact until it's built up, and it's so luscious, and it's kind of like a sexy Santa red, and the shimmer again makes it look like it's kind of on fire, lit from within, and of course the holographic is super, super rainbowy. Clionadh Cosmetics uses very high quality ingredients in everything they make. They don't pay me to say that, but I know nail polish, and the pigment they're using, the glitter they're using is top tier. Everything is just so beautiful and honestly luxurious. I really, really love everything Clionadh does, and this polish is definitely a new favorite of mine from the brand. I love the glitter in there. It's so sparkly. It's the perfect density, and I can't wait to wear this for Christmas. Moving along, we have Tangled Tinsel. And this one is a dusty plum base with a magnetic silver metallic flake that reveals a yellow lime aqua shifting shimmer. I am going to show this with the cat eye style magnet as well as unmagnetized, and I will note that the magnetic aspect is the flake, so it's a little more subtle, but when you see the full hand shot, you definitely know that something fancy and magnetic is going on, but it's not going to necessarily, is it bowl you over or blow you over? I'm confused. I feel like it should be blow you over, but I feel like it could also be bowl you over. I don't know. But it's not going to be like what we just saw with the Psilo-Sibs. So super beautiful. Again, same tip, apply it, magnetize it every coat, and after top coat. I am going to go in with 3 coats, but you could definitely wear this in 2 for a really delicate kind of dainty look. And this is super wintry as well. I love these kind of frosted metal shades, especially in wintertime. And I think there's a little bit of hollow in here if I'm not mistaken. It's very, very sparkly. Do use a top coat on this. It's going to enhance everything really and make it super, super beautiful. I didn't capture the application of the first coat, but if you apply this in 3 coats on its own, it's also beautiful without the magnet. I'm just thinking now how excited someone would be if you gave them this countdown box as a gift. Honestly, it'd be a great way to start someone's indie nail polish collection because there's a little bit of every finish. It definitely looks more silvery when you don't apply the magnet. So you can see the difference here on my ring finger, no magnet. My pinky, index, and middle all have the magnet applied. And that green shift is really beautiful. I don't remember what day we're on now, but we're looking at snow days, and this is a blizzarding winter sky blue cream. And a little fun fact, I actually swatched this one twice because I wasn't paying very close attention. So I picked the best of the 2 swatches, and this is another really flattering, pretty color. Clionadh has a penchant for just creating these creams that are really unique, very, very wearable, and super elegant. This is the perfect shade of blue. It doesn't give me red looking skin, which sometimes blues can, so I'm grateful for that. And again, sort of a cream jelly hybrid formulation. It's sort of bouncy and plush when you're applying it. I will recommend 3 coats. It was a little bit uneven after the second coat for me, so 3 coats is definitely going to give you a perfect finish. And like the previous cream we saw, it does dry down almost like rubbery. So use top coat. It's going to give a beautiful, smooth, gorgeous finish. And I don't want any blizzards this winter. So let's hope the only blizzard we see and snow day we get is this one on my nail. Now we're going to take a look at Whimsy, which is another topper. It's an iridescent topper with pink, cobalt, and green flakes that collectively shift red, orange, yellow, and violet. Now, if you're curious what color I'm using on my index, that's Macbeth from the Halloween collection, and on my middle finger I'm using Radiance, which is another favorite Clionadh of mine. The flakes look very rainbowy and they kind of pop over something like Macbeth, and then over Radiance you get this, dare I say, opalescent, opally effect, and you know I'm always here for an opal nail. I will show this built up on its own. I put down one coat. Obviously one coat is very subtle. It's never going to reach opacity on its own because it does have a clear base, but hey, you might be like me, you might be a little quirky and enjoy a nude type nail. So this one's for you. Super pretty in 2 coats. And just for fun, I thought I would layer Whimsy over Snow Days, and it works really well. This is kind of giving snow globe, and I just think it's really pretty. Again, a little more on the subtle side, but super wintry and really pretty. And one more, because I can't stop, I love doing topper combos. I thought Whimsy would look really pretty over Blacklight, and it does. It kind of melds into the base a little bit, but it's still a really pretty option, as you can see here. We're getting to the end. I'm getting sad, but we have day 10, which is Sunlit Fractal. This polish is described as a cyan base with a bright sunshine yellow shimmer. And immediately, yes, I love this one so much. It's kind of reminding me of Waltz of the Flowers, which was a huge popular standout from the 2023 Countdown box, and I'm really happy that Clionadh created this, which is, in my mind, similar-ish, but a cyan base compared to I think it was like a purpley sort of lilac, but the shimmer really glows in this one. And again, I probably would leave it in 2, but I wanted to show 3. It dries down quite shiny, but top coat is really going to bring the shimmer out. And this one is so pretty. So pretty. I love everything about it. Berry and Bright. Wow, this one is so much fun. It's a rich magenta base with a multicolored iridescent flake and twinkling silver micro flakes. This one is very juicy, very jammy. love the base color, and I do love everything else going on in here. It is thin on that first coat, not thin, sheer. It's sheer on the first coat, but it's going to build up nicely and still retain a bit of that squishy transparency that I personally love so much. This is a polish that looks a bit deeper in the bottle than it does on the nail because of the, I guess it's some sort of science I don't fully understand, but obviously there's a ton of it in the bottle, but when you're applying it on the nails, it's not as much as in the bottle. So it is a little bit lighter than what you see in the bottle when you build it up in 3 coats, but wow, it's so impactful. And I kind of love the whole like purpley pink for the holidays. So this is definitely in line with that vibe. It dries pretty shiny, but I still will recommend top coat. And top coat definitely also makes it look like a squishy gummy candy. And for the grand finale, day 12, we have Forge Light, which is a nail lacquer adaptation of one of Clionadh's popular multi-chrome eyeshadows, also called Forge Light. And this is a shimmering metallic finish that shifts pink to peach to yellow to lime to green. And I love the stained glass line of polishes and eyeshadows from Clionadh Cosmetics. This one is packing a punch. I can't wait for you to see it shifting around, but any of their stained glass collection nail lacquers are ridiculously shifty and beautifully formulated. Again, this one is on the sheer side, but the sheerness of a multi-chrome usually means it's going to have a ridiculous impact. So this one builds up beautifully in 3 coats. Very shiny finish. Still recommend top coat, and hopefully you can already get a little taste of that lime green and gold at the edges of my nails. Cannot wait for you to see this one. I had a ton of fun wearing it. It's a very elegant color and very wearable. So when it comes to the trio of stocking stuffers, I'm just going to recommend the whole trio because every single one of those polishes is stunning, so shifty, perfectly formulated, and just super, super fun to wear on the nails. And of course, if you are a Clionadh Cosmetics fan, you love their lacquer, do yourself a favor and pick up the holiday countdown box because it's beautiful. Everything in there is just so thoughtfully curated, beautiful, beautiful colors, and we can't guarantee that any of them will be back. They might make a reappearance in the future in 2025, but if you've got your heart set on any of those colors, best to just grab the box if you can, because then you know you will be able to get it on your nails. Once again, consider using my affiliate code, Caitlin Swatches. You'll save 6%. It doesn't hurt you to use it, and it definitely helps me. So thank you to those who've used it, and if you used it before, use it again. It's unlimited uses. I guess that's it for me in this video. I had a ton of fun showing everything off. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'm definitely getting more and more into the holiday spirit with each one of these holiday swatch videos. Have a great day, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Bye.